YouTube has been overwhelmed with some of the wildest car builds you could ever imagine. From flood-damaged hypercars to insane engine swaps and full-blown race car conversions, there's truly something for every gearhead out there. And whether these projects are all about flexing and stirring the pot or showcasing someone's relentless drive and patience to put in the work, one thing's clear: there's nothing more satisfying than watching a beaten-up ride get transformed into a mint-condition masterpiece. We start the list with Rich Benoit, better known as Rich Rebuilds, who made his mark by taking on Teslas that the automaker itself wouldn't touch. Remember that flood-damaged Tesla Model S that Tesla left high and dry? While others saw a lost cause, Rich saw opportunity and restored the car to perfect working condition. Rich got banned from Tesla's service network for fixing their cars without permission, but instead of fading out, he flipped the script. He bought a dead Tesla Model S and transformed it into the first ever V8 swap Tesla. The initial Tesla's battery and electric motors were torn out from the car. The replacement? A roaring 6.2-litre LS3 V8 engine from a Camaro SS paired with a manual Tremec T56 transmission. Rich stated that he chose this particular engine because Chevy parts can be found anywhere, in case that something broke down.
I said, you know what? I'm a Chevy fanboy. I'm going to throw an LS in there. Throwing an LS in there, that allows me to get parts literally off the shelf from AutoZone.
But since Teslas use electric motors directly on the wheels, a new drive shaft and rear differential had to be fabricated. Other custom modifications included bespoke engine mounts, a full-on cooling system, a custom-fit exhaust system, and a fuel tank, all built from scratch. And speaking of insane builds, let's shift gears to another wild project, one that started as a damaged BMW M3 that drove through a house, fully rebuilt by none other than Matt Armstrong. Matt Armstrong, the UK-based YouTuber who gained popularity by buying wrecked exotics that most people would avoid at all costs and bringing them back to life. His channel is packed with awesome content, making it tough to pick just one project for this list. But from the viral twin-turbo Gallardo that he built, to the most ambitious unfixable Lamborghini Murcielago, I had to go with the wrecked BMW M3 competition. This one's a straight-up legend in the making, and trust me, the journey it took to get this thing back on the road is memorable at least. At first, the damage didn't seem too bad, but soon Matt discovered it's worse than expected. The rear quarter was completely destroyed, the airbags were deployed, and the rear wheel was locked up so tight the car barely moved. First, he tackled the full structural repair, rebuilding the entire front and side of the car after a heavy impact. Using frame straightening techniques, he aligned the chassis to get rid of the bent components. Then came the fun stuff. A brand new OEM BMW G80 M3 front bumper was installed, and he also repainted the hood to match. The suspension was completely overhauled, with control arms, struts, and steering components all replaced. To make it look sleek, he added custom carbon fiber accents, a front lip and diffuser to give the M3 that aggressive edge. Under the hood, the car benefited from some serious modifications. A complete carbon fiber redesign, with an air intake and engine cover as well as a Stage 1 ECU tuned to top it of, boosting the power to 640 HP. And of course, no build is complete without the sound of a monster engine, so he topped it off with a custom aftermarket exhaust system from Scorpion.
Oh yeah, you can hear that. Oh yeah, that's Rollo. Oh yeah. Coming up.
And since we're on the topic of BMWs, let's talk about Streeton from M539 Restorations and his BMW E60 M5 project. Streeton, the mastermind behind M539 Restorations, quit his career in IT in order to follow his passion for restoring old BMWs to pristine condition. As his skills and passion grew, he began documenting his work on YouTube, sharing his restoration projects, tips, and advice. Over time, his channel gained a significant following, which gave him the confidence to make the leap from his IT job to full-time car restoration. Back in 2020, Streeton bought the cheapest V10 BMW M5 in the world, a 6-speed manual, acquired for just $6,000. Shipped 4,000 miles from North Carolina to Germany, the car's condition was not great. What should have been a high-revving V10 sounded like a tractor on a caffeine buzz. Every warning light in the dashboard lit up. Sritan's first challenge was a misfire on cylinders for an 8, but he managed to fix it for €45 buying cheap eBay ignition coils. Things got uglier under the hood. The suspension was toast, and the thrust arm bushings and control arms need replacement, but hey, there was a silver lining too. The cheap M5 was fitted with Cattler's Super Sprint downpipes. The worn-out, sticky soft-touch plastics on the window switches and dashboard trim were also refreshed, restoring the interior's premium feel. With the mechanical sorted, it was time to let the V10 sing.
Oh my god. The sound and the way it pulls.
The carbon intakes amplified the already intoxicating sound. The car was put on dyno to see how well the legendary S85 V10 holds up after 246,000 kilometers. Despite its high mileage, the S85 V10 delivered an impressive 514 horsepower at the crank, surpassing its factory rating of 507 horsepower. Notably, with M mode turned off, power was significantly reduced, confirming that to experience the M5 in its full glory, M mode should always be engaged.
Друзья, всем привет! Меня зовут Тавариш, и сегодня мы будем вытаскивать мотор из моего любимого дешевого Bentley. И если смотрится, как будто я испуган это делать, скорее всего, это так.
Freddie Hernandez, better known as Tavarish, was born in Russia, his parents moving to the US at just 3 years old. His father originating from the Dominican Republic and his mother from Russia. Tavarish began his career at Jalopnik alongside his colleague, Doug DeMuro. Saying Doug's rise to fame and success on the YouTube platform, Tavarish was inspired to take a leap of faith and try his own hand in the YouTube automotive niche. And speaking of inspiration, I am also striving to make my mark in the YouTube automotive world, producing quality videos that I am passionate about. So, if you enjoy what you see, please like the video and subscribe to my channel, as your support will help me continue to create more exciting and valuable content for you to enjoy. Freddie's career soared when he purchased a fire-damaged, twin-turbo Lamborghini Gallardo, a project that would significantly boost his visibility. While many YouTube rebuilders focused on JDM cars and muscle cars, Freddie was among the pioneers to tackle an exotic car rebuild. The Lamborghini, originally priced at over $200,000, was acquired for just $64,000 due to its extensive issues, including fire damage, drivetrain problems, and a non-functional convertible top. But this car had something more special than a regular Gallardo, a heavily upgraded engine built to handle up to 1,600 horsepower. The car had a twin-turbo setup, but the turbos were mounted very low in the engine bay. This meant that oil couldn't naturally flow back into place, so he installed clever oil catch cans to collect and redirect the oil smoothly. The engine bay also received a gold finish touch which helps cool things down. Additionally, upgraded heat shields were implemented to protect against the intense heat generated by the turbochargers, and a reworked exhaust system was added for improved performance and more airflow. The Lamborghini's soft-top convertible roof, which was once damaged, has been replaced with a refurbished version that has restored the car's fresh appearance. Tavarish went all in with the modifications, including the interior, which received new leather upholstery with custom stitching and a modern touchscreen infotainment system. After 9 months of tuning, wrenching, and refining, Tavarish's Gallardo was finally ready. On the dyno, it produced 622 wheel horsepower, which translated to approximately 800 to 900 crank horsepower. Mike's work is all about smart, out-of-the-box thinking and a hands-on approach. Not to mention he is bold enough to modify rare, expensive cars. The Ferrari 308 GTB used for this build was one of the cheapest GTB hardtop coupes available worldwide. Purchased for $62,000, it was the second cheapest GTB he could find in good working condition, avoiding rust and accident damage. The goal was to build a race car, making a pristine stock example more desirable, as it allowed him to sell off unneeded parts to fund the project. He managed to sell the engine for $12,000, interior and bits for $4,000, random engine parts for $5,000, and even the factory tools for $1,000. In the end, nearly $30,000 went back into his pocket, slashing the car's cost in half. Mike considered that the stock V8 engine, which originally produced 255 horsepower, was too weak. Instead, he went with a turbocharged 2.4-liter Honda K24 engine, turning a classic Ferrari into a lightweight, mean-track machine. With a Garrett G42-1200 compact turbo coupled with a TurboSmart wastegate, this Honda engine was capable of handling 1,200 horsepower. The exterior boasts a full carbon fiber aero package by RS Future, including a massive rear wing, carbon diffuser, custom splitter, end plates, and carbon side skirts linking the front and rear fender flares. The chassis got a major upgrade with H&R monotube coilovers for enhanced track performance, and the suspension was tweaked to handle the new engine's insane power. The final touch? A white wrap, originally planned for yellow, marking the completion of the build. 700 days of work and 150-plus episodes later, this beast made its debut at SEMA, winning the Best High Performance Build award. Which car build stands out to you and why? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel, and if you're new here, be sure to check out my other videos.